This is Lady Mac with FAB Entertainment with Kansas #1 DJ, DJ Iceberg.
I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco.
How did you get started? What's your story?
Well, I started DJing by accident almost. It seemed like I just always loved music, I always had music, but just like in high school, just people having parties in their basement or the community centers and school dances and all that other type of stuff. So I just kind of started doing that type of stuff, and then it just kind of took off from there, I guess. And then I really didn't know what I was doing. I guess back then you really couldn't call it DJing. I didn't really have nothing, just like a CD changer and a bunch of CDs and stuff like that. But it wasn't really until like I moved down to the South, to the Carolinas, when I saw what it could be as a business. And like while everybody else would go to the club and party and do those type of things, when I first got down south, I went to the club to watch the DJs. That's what I did the whole time. It's like, if you want to break in, you want to make a name for yourself out here, then you need to see what's going on, what everybody's doing, what they like, and all that good stuff. So I did that, and really the rest is history as far as that goes. It was just a passion for music, for real, and it turned into a career, and here we are.
So you found most of your interest in watching the DJs instead of having a good time?
Right, yeah, because I had to learn how to do it, like, because it's different. Like, the stuff that both regions, for the most part, like the same stuff, but it's, like we're here, Kansas is more West Coast influenced stuff and stuff like that, and out there, absolutely not. It's all South. That's it. That's all you really hear. Like they don't play E40 like that, or Mac Dre and stuff like that. That when you're here, those are things that you play. Out there, it's not that. So I kind of had to see what the difference was, and because that's just what I had to do.
So what's the difference between the Kansas scene and the Carolina scene in music?
Almost everything. Like down there, they have the artists down there will probably tell you people don't support as much as they should, and that you probably get that like everywhere you go. But I think they do a lot more there than they do here, just based off my experiences and things like that. Like, artists down there complain about different things, and I always tell them, like, trust me, it's worse in other places. Like South Carolina, they have SC Music Awards every year, where they give awards to you go and you vote online for your favorite rapper or group or model or whatever, and they have in every July they have everybody comes together for these music awards, and they give out real actual awards for artist of the year, group of the year, song of the year, DJ of the year, most slept on DJ, like a lot of different things.
So is there anything you would change about your career?
That I knew the business more earlier than now. I kind of had to just figure it out on my own. I didn't have I got uncles that DJ, but it's just different, from back then than how it is now. So I didn't really have nobody to tell me charge this, charge that, have contracts, all that other type of stuff. I just had to figure it out on my own, take losses. I think I started DJing, and I was only charging people like $100, $50 to $100. That's not.
They're taking it.
Right, exactly. But no, that should have never been happening. Just to be quite honest. But it was just growing pains and learning the business and how to brand yourself and make a name for yourself and stuff like that. But other than that, that's probably about it. People might take it that I've moved around a little bit as a negative, but not so much, because it's helped me become you know, and meet people and do different things in different states and cities and, you know, all that other type of stuff. So, you know, just really somebody to tell me the business and, you know, stuff like that is the only thing that I wish I had, or, you know, back then.
So what was some of your feelings that you felt when you first started here and then when you moved to bigger areas?
Here it was just fun. It was all my friends. I knew everybody, so it was just really about having a good time, you know, and that was it. Versus when I moved, like I said, I seen that people were serious. It was business. DJs wasn't playing no games, like, you know, and then even on a skill level, they were just more skilled as well, you know. So that's really about it. It's just that, you know, here it was just fun, and down there it was more business.
Did you ever have any doubts that you couldn't do it?
Oh no, I didn't really have doubts. I just didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like growing, because to be quite honest, when I left Kansas and moved, DJing wasn't what I had in mind anyway. It just wasn't. I was just moving to be better as a person and, you know, have a better life for myself, you know, because I had a couple little law run-ins and stuff like that, and, you know, you know how it is. You from here, you know. You know, I know your brothers and, you know, all that other type of stuff. So it was like a lot of people around me was either going to jail or they was dying. So it's like, okay, you gotta make a choice what you want to do, if you want to be one of them, or, you know, you want to do something different. So when I moved, that's really what it was more about. I didn't have DJing in mind at all. Matter of fact, I sold every piece of DJ equipment I had to have the money to move, you know. And then once I got there, and I was like, oh man, the nightlife scene is wonderful. Like, I could really make some money, and this could really be something for me. It's when I was like, yeah, I gotta get back.
So out of all your accomplishments, what are you most proud of?
Just still being able to do it. You know, especially from right here in Kansas, where I'm from. Like, I've been on tours. You know what I mean? Like, DJs don't get to do that. You know what I mean? Around here and stuff like that. Just experience different things and, you know, do multiple shows, artists, and, you know, all that good type of stuff. So it's really just, I'm most proud of my experiences, because above all else, those are what's gonna stick with me forever. Is the people I've met, places I've been, things I've saw, you know, that type of stuff. So, you know, if it's anything, it's just the fact of, you know, my experiences in the game, and, you know, really, you know, putting on for Kansas, because down there they know where I'm from. Like, it's no mistake. I don't make that, you know, a secret at all. You know, everybody, they know, you know, where I'm from, and, you know, I come back home and I do what I do for the city. You know what I'm saying? Just my way of trying to give back and, you know, do all of that for those that have supported me all these years and continue to support me.
Your fan base here in the Midwest, has it grown more?
I don't know if it's grown. I guess you could say that. I think most of it is who knew me then, they know me now. You know what I mean? I just think I'm in a different position, in a different space, you know, with what I'm doing now. When I come home and I do parties and stuff like that, I'm in control of a lot of things. It used to be, well, how much you charge? You want to fly you up here, pay you to do this, pay you to do that. Now it's like I'm my own boss. You know what I'm saying? I come up with the ideas for the parties. I put my money up to do these things. I pay for my own plane tickets and, you know, stuff like that. But it's a risk, but at the same time, it's a bigger reward as well. You know, if things go well, then that means financially I take more from it. You know, than I used to. You know what I mean? So as far as that, as fan bases and growing and stuff like that, that's the biggest difference. Is I used to do things for people and they paid me and stuff like that. But now more so, especially here at home, I'm pretty in control of of what I got going on.
So I gotta ask, I'm sure others were wondering the same question. DJ Iceberg, where'd you come up with this?
I came up with it actually in high school. It's a joke. It was really like, it started out as a joke. Back then it was like the Hot Boys was popping, stuff like that. So me and my buddies who were friends, we just was like, we're the Cold Boy. So we just did that, and everybody had to have a name that was synonymous with cold, whether it's Freeze, Iceberg, whatever. So I was Iceberg, and then of course just put DJ in front of it, and that's just kind of what it's been since I was 16, 17 years old. That's where the name came from.
Well, there you have it, DJ Iceberg, the Cold Boy. Would you like to give me a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to y'all for the interview and things like that, and family, of course, because they support me like everything when it comes to this, like cousins, mom, aunties, all that, and my guys Monopoly back in Columbia, who I work closely with. They're the group that I was talking about. They're the group that I work with, and my guy Betty Grant, who I've been on tour with. He's the one that I've been on tour with, going to different places, and he's going to be the one I'm going to Texas with or whatever. So shout out to him, and like I said, shout out to Monopoly. My guy Cash down there, who's one of the top promoters in South Carolina, who's put some money in my pocket, for different events and things like that, and but above all of them, the supporters, everybody who continuously shows up to everything that I do, and whether you share my flyer on Facebook or you post it on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, that's very much appreciated. So really my main thing is to shout out to the supporters. I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do for me, and I'll do my damnedest, my best to continue to deliver for y'all, and I hope that I don't disappoint y'all in no type of way. But other than that, that's about it.
DJ Iceberg, FAB.
All them boys, we